Hey guys, in the last video, we talked about the hidden cost of control. And I know how that feels. We joke about it. We joke about being a perfectionist. We joke about needing control. But in reality, it's actually exhausting us. And it's exhausting our resources, and it's exhausting us to the point where we're starting to see the ripple effects. In video 1 of this series, I talked about the hidden cost of control. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. But this sense of anticipation, what it's doing to your actual system is it creates this ripple effect. And I want to tell you why you can't seem to get out of this fatigue cycle, why you can't seem to think clearly. Because what happens when we are stuck in this sense of anticipation, it's like your system is running on idle. It's breaking down things to use as energy, but it's also building up things to use as energy. So we're stuck almost in this. Do you feel that energy of like not knowing which way to go, but we're burning energy. And maybe you feel that mentally, like it's like, I want to go this way and I want to go this way and I want to go, and you just feel like you're frozen, like you're just glitching. And you can't seem to get any grip on where you want to go, any traction. You can't seem to get any traction on getting your health issues under control. You can't seem to get any traction financially. You can't seem to get any traction in your relationships or at work. And this is because your resources are going to this cycle of anticipation that you're stuck in. New things create chaos, and chaos can sometimes be uncomfortable. What it does is it can tend to make your heart race a little bit, but your heart is already racing, right? Because you are already in this place of maybe anxiety. Maybe you've yelled at your kid and your heart is racing. Maybe you are resenting your husband and your heart is racing. Maybe you have to go to a job that sucks the life out of you, and just getting ready to walk through the door, your heart is racing. And what is happening is your body is breaking down resources and using them really, really, really quickly. So that's why you have that crash in the afternoon and you feel like you need to eat something sweet. And that's because that sugar produces more energy to give you a little pick-me-up. But then shortly afterwards, you crash again. It's because you're sitting in this place of anticipation, trying to prepare for chaos, trying to prevent chaos, and trying to keep your life really, really, really predictable. What that is doing is it's literally stealing your physical resources. And those same things that are being released, so same chemicals like norepinephrine, epinephrine, cortisol, what they do is they decrease and they dampen your immune system. So you might find yourself getting sick easier. You might find yourself having allergies all of a sudden. You might find simple things starting to show up in your body that it's like, it's been happening for a while. How long have you been stuck in this cycle? And how long has this cycle been stealing your resources? Now, this not only affects you physiologically, which we talked about in the first video, but it also starts to impact, and that sense of anticipation and the need for predictability starts to ripple into your relationships that are around you. So your kids start feeling the need to anticipate what to do so that they don't experience a blow up, or they don't experience mom's shutdown, or they don't hurt mom's feelings or dad. And it also ripples into the spouse. They don't know what they can do. They don't feel like they can do enough. Which, don't you feel the same way? You feel the exact same way. I don't feel like I can do enough. I feel like nothing's working. And that same pattern gets rippled through every other area in relationships of your life. And it keeps you spinning your tires. And so financially, you're looking at your life and you're like, I know the things that I've needed to do, but I'm torn and I'm pulled in a million different directions and I don't have the energy to do it. And so we talked about that hidden cost, but now you're really starting to see that it's not only impacting like your global life, that vision that you want for your life, it's also starting to impact other lives. And those lives are going to start impacting other lives. So do you see that your state has a bigger ripple effect than you think? And there are 3 common mistakes that people make when they are trying to get out of this cycle. And I want to talk about those 3 videos, or those 3 mistakes in the next video. Guys, I'm so good live. You should come hang out with me live. And there will be a video series with me live that you guys can really have access to in a few weeks. But once the program has to finish. So I just wanted to put that up close. Sometimes I stumble over my words, but I'm not going to be a control freak and do this perfectly. So I wanted to show you guys the 3 common mistakes that happen when people are trying to break out of this control cycle, this fatigue cycle, this resentment cycle, this I have no money cycle. And we'll talk about that in the next video. So I'll see you shortly. Thank you.